I'm Rich, and it's time for a relationship checkup. Are you ready? In this episode, I want to talk about two types of men who cheat. Two types of men who cheat. You ready? Let's get it. All right, I want to talk about real quick two types of men who cheat. I know you may say, how can you boil this down to two? Just stick with me on the video. This is just a quick power nugget. Never want these to be too long. At the end of the video, also, I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things you can do to help us out. Okay. But number one, cheating type number one is the greedy. Yes, the greedy man. This is a man who 100% he is just looking at as many women as he can knock down as possible. He liked that curve, and her curve just a little bit different, and her dimple just a little bit different. And truth be told, that if you have this type of man and he's running around, there's nothing you can really do for him or whatever. Matter of fact, he might run up on the other chick. You're doing better in the bedroom for him than she's doing in the bedroom for him. But it's just the thrill of the hunt, and it's just trying something new. He's just greedy. He's greedy. In the natural eye, he would be this 600-pound obese person who is barely able to get around. He is the epitome of I want my cake and eat it too. There's no amount of sex you can give him. There's no amount of tricks you can do in the bed. There's no amount of things that you can do or offer to him. You could offer all kind of crazy stuff that would ultimately be degrading to yourself, and it is just not going to be enough for this man, because he's walking out there into a buffet and he likes to eat. So, man number one that'll cheat, the type of man that'll cheat is the greedy man. You ready for man number two? Okay. Man number two is the needy. Yep, the greedy and the needy. You may say, well, how's that different? Well, they're a little bit different in this way. The needy man who is out there, again, not giving him an excuse, not making a way for him, but the needy man is actually looking for something that he feels he's missing, that he's not getting in his current relationship, and it may not have even started with you. So that's the big thing about the needy man. It might not have even started with you, but it is something that is um, that he's dealing with within himself and who he is, and he's thinking that it can be fulfilled by another woman. It may be. Let me give you an example. You may brush up against it, you may trigger it, but it is has nothing to really do with you, right? Directly per se. So let's say it's a situation like this where he feels he's the type of person that's grown up in his life and he's really dealt with feeling validated or appreciated, and you seem to do things that don't do that. Now that might be his immediate excuse, but the reality is that he's been dealing with this for a minute in his life, where he didn't feel validated, he didn't feel appreciated, and you keep brushing up against it through your own actions. Are there some things maybe you need to do differently? Absolutely. But he has a deeper issue. This is unlike the greedy man, who could also have those issues, but his issues are not at the forefront of his mind. He's driven by strictly who he is and his desire and his appetite, whereas the needy man is being driven by actually a self awareness that's in him. So, how do you deal with the two? Oh, man, this could be the tough part. The greedy dude, once you see it, it's the only way you can deal with it. Because this guy is not going to typically put himself on a diet unless something drastic happens. And I'm not saying get rid of him to try and force his hand in ultimatums. That's just stupid, and you're going to get yourself hurt emotionally with that. But I'm talking about, like, look, I deserve better. I'm going to get better, and better is waiting on me. Let me move on. You enjoy your smorgasbord. That may hurt, but it is the best thing for you to do. You may say, well, because I'm talking all relationships. Well, we're married or whatever. If you have a greedy husband, if he hasn't already brought you something back home or increased child support, it's a matter of time. You probably need to start looking at an exit. And you know, here at Marriage Refresh, we're not fans of divorce, but if you have a greedy man, that's a him problem, and there's nothing you can do. The needy man, however, just takes a conversation. You may say, well, what if he won't open up and he won't talk? You've got to really seek a way to engage him. He wants to talk. He wants to open up. But there's just a way. But I'll tell you the same thing I said for the greedy man. If he's unwilling to come to the table and talk about the things that are truly, if here's a key sign, probably tell you between the two, I don't know why I do it. I don't know why. You're probably dealing with a greedy man in that case. But sometimes needy men don't know, not because they don't know, but because they're enjoying the thrill that they're getting their need met. This other need that is beyond sex, they're getting it met. And so I would encourage you, I would tell you, listen, if they're unwilling to be participants in healing the relationship, whether it's the needy or the greedy, move on. Okay? So that's all I have for you. But here's how you can help Marriage Refresh TV. Go to our YouTube channel. It's only take you a minute. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Watch some of our videos. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and you can help us with that. Just go there. Look up Marriage Refresh TV. You'll find us, or Marriage Refresh. You'll find us. Subscribe. Share it with a friend. Ask them to subscribe. Not only is there good information there with Tamika and our relationship checkups that we'll be having out there, our new video series that we're doing with the relationship checkup, but it is also, it helps us. It helps us continue to do what we do, which is to help marriages. So until the next video, keep checking on your relationship. Keep tuning in to Marriage Refresh TV. And needy or greedy, deal with it.